Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you are in and around the world. Now, I haven't done one of these generic video blogs in a while, so I thought I'd do one. This was kind of prompted by a link from, I think it was Twitter, on my Facebook newsfeed from a CF mum advising other CF parents to read the link. So, just being curious, clicked on it, had a bit of a goosey gander. I can't remember who it was written by, and I can't remember, do I remember who posted it? Not really. That's beside the point. I read it and it was quite comprehensive, it's quite extensive. But it kind of struck a couple of points of similarity for me. The writer was mentioning points about, and I did make some notes on this, okay, I'm just going to dive into it. Always feeling, I suppose, the pressure to be stronger than you actually are. Or the pressure to always appear stronger than you feel. So, feeling overwhelmed or scared or fearful or about to break down, and having to hide that from the outside world, so sort of the public sphere. I related a lot to that. Sort of going across the theme of not showing weakness, and kind of always having to put on well, this is from my perspective. I have felt many times whilst being in hospital for a tune-up or an exacerbation or whatever, to put on the brave, I'm okay, I will get through this, I'm strong enough, I'm a fighter, in order to make or to allow those who are around me immediately come to visit more comfortable and more secure. I don't know why I've always done that, and it's probably a theme that most CFs can relate to, and I've never really voiced that to anyone, not even my parents or siblings or close friends. So I thought I would action it vocally, in case there was anyone else who felt same or similar. That being said, I don't want people to, particularly my parents, to go, oh, we never knew you felt that way, blah, blah, blah. You should speak up next time or whatever. The reason that I chose to do that was because, not so much for my comfort, but for yours. And I can understand the third-party perspective of having someone who you care about or who you love, seeing them in pain or suffering, and knowing not that there isn't anything that you can do immediately about it, hurts, and it's hard, and it's tough. For their peace of mind, I felt that it was better to put on the brave face rather than just to be, oh, woe is me. Because I believe in the long run, it helped both of our psyches, not just theirs. Even though I'm thinking, well, this really sucks. There's not really much I can do about it. So rather than whinge, bitch, moan, and complain, I'm just gonna get on with it. That was one point that I very much connected to and related to. Can I read my own writing? That is another question. Okay, this is something that there we go. This is something that I've never experienced. And it's when someone with a chronic illness, someone with a chronic battle that clearly isn't going away, is fearful or scared of letting getting close to anyone, getting too close to someone that they know that they will hurt in the long run because of the ailments that are thrown upon them. So, for example, those with and I think the cancer patients might understand this one a little bit as well. CFs can struggle with the fear and loathing or there's no really other way to put it, really, of getting close to someone or allowing someone in close enough because we're scared that we're going to hurt them because of what we're dealing with. I have never felt or experienced that, and I don't know if that's a common thing or not, because I've always been of the mindset that if we're here on the planet, we've been given this gift of time, and we should use it to the utmost and fullest extent. So, in doing so, if you're here on the planet, then do as much as you can to fulfill the wants, dreams, and desires of your life. Whether that's to find a partner, climb Mount Everest, fly a plane, whatever. I know that I'm not the same as many others who feel that way, but when I was reading this blog, or this blog, I found it very fascinating that this person had noticed this theme among either themselves or their friends, but I didn't have a similar or the same feeling, and maybe it's just my personality or something. Anyway. Pardon me. Were they the only points that I had? The last one makes no sense to the blog, but, we all have 24 hours. How we use them is up to us. So don't waste it. I've been very much of that mentality, that mindset. Slightly unrelated point, but still moderately relevant. Today I had the distinct privilege of attending a business networking breakfast with one of my work colleagues who invited me along to this. It was held at the Ivy here in Sydney, and guest speaking was New South Wales Premier Mike Baird and the New South Wales Police Commissioner Andrew, I apologise if I say his name incorrectly, Scipione or something of that nature. Both spoke very well. I enjoyed both of their brief speeches. The theme that they were discussing was leadership or leadership roles within their two sectors, even though they do work fairly close together. Couple of things that I noticed. Andrew, police commissioner, did not have any notes, and he spoke very compassionately about his thoughts and so forth on leadership within the police force. I found him very engaging and very deep understanding with his organisation and his teams. It was good. Mike Baird, on the other hand, had a couple of idiosyncrasies that I've noticed similar to the way that I've seen Obama speak, just in terms of hand gestures, choices of speech dialogue, and he's a politician. They're both politicians, so it must be like a theme among the those in office, in public office. He did have notes. He was also a very good speaker, but I just noticed that he wasn't as I felt he wasn't as driven compassionately as Andrew was. They were both very good. They joined a panel which was very good, and the stuff that they both had to say was pretty cool. Resonated a lot with me in terms of what I believe leadership and stuff like that entails and means. And yeah, I was originally going to do a typed blog about their speeches at the event, but it's just so much easier to talk about it to a camera. And I prefer that. I spend far too much time reading typed words these days, so when I can do it verbally, I do prefer that. So that was my morning. It was a very early start, but it was good, and thank you to Alex, who invited me along to that, which was lots of fun. I really appreciated that. And breakfast was good. So that's, I suppose, in a nutshell, my thoughts on both the blog on Twitter via Facebook that I read and the business networking breakfast. Guest speakers, New South Wales Premier, or Premier Baird, and Commissioner Scipione, that's how you say his name. And that is all. To New Zealand, the US, Europe, the UK, and Africa, wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Signing off. Thanks for watching. Bye.